the end. And yeah, no, it's only 5 or 6 games after I came back from the international camp, and I think it was just best me taking a break, but then trying to come back into the squad. They were on a good run, so it'd been unfair to me to put me back in. And then kind of we got to the playoffs, and then obviously we got knocked out, but it was a good run of form.
Your agent said to us that you need to play, there's no point in you being there and not playing. Was that a factor? Do you have those conversations with Molenbeek that, you know, you're leaving England, you're going to another country, that you need game time?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's with most clubs. You want to go on loan. Everyone wants to play, and especially with going on loan, I think the most important thing is playing and showing what you're about. Obviously, no club's going to be like you're starting every week in, week out. You have to prove what you're like, and I think that's what I've done, and then put my stake in place.
And do you still see pathway at Palace? Because, you know, it's a bit of talk about the fact that Killian got a couple of games in pre-season. Those games are abroad, and then I think he's on the bench for Premier League games. Shows that he's in the thoughts. Like, how do you see that career path at Palace?
No, definitely. Yeah, there's been discussions or whatever just about my future and everything, and it's all positive. I think this loan will be big for me, about getting as much games as possible, and then maybe come back in January or is that next pre-season and show what I'm about again, and then obviously try put my stake in place for that team.
Because the route you're taking has worked for their players. I mean, too, from Ireland, Jim O'Shea and Darren Gibson both went to Antwerp, but they still went to Belgium. I think they were both second division at the time. That they both spoke that they benefited from that, and they were able to take that back to Man U. So there was a history there, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I think it's just about being open-minded and not just staying just the leagues in England. Different styles of football, and I think you can grow from doing different things and being in different cultures and meeting different people. And yeah, no, I'm liking out there. Thank you.
Yeah, just one from you, Jake. Did you know anyone who'd gone over to that level, or did the club know anyone who'd played at that level before over there?
At that level?
Yeah.
I'm not sure at the level, but there's another player that went over with me from Crystal Palace, Luke Plange. So it's good having someone over there with me. But no, it's playing in that level. Not sure, but no, definitely if we get promotion, I think it'll be definitely worthwhile.
When you said that the club played the same way as Palace, had you done much research into that, or?
Yeah, no, I went over there to have a look at the club and speak to the manager. He showed me clips of the way they play and how similar it was to Palace. And I kind of just bought into it really, and how good it was, and what it'd be like for my development. And then yeah, it's just a matter of making the decision. Thank you.
Just one or two. Jake, is there a link in the ownership there between Palace and Belgian club? I see there's a lot of players from Botafogo in Brazil.
Yeah.
So was that a help kind of in simplifying it? Was there links there between the clubs that made it a bit easier?
Yeah, no, there is links with one of the owners, John Textor, but that wasn't the full factor of me going. I think it was more of how would it develop me being over there, and obviously again the style of football. Yeah, a few Botafogo lads came over, so obviously there's that language barrier, but I think you get over that. There's a barrier, but it's good.
They've just reading about them, their great reputation as an academy, bringing through some really good young players in the past. So between that and the loan players, is there a youthful squad? Is there a lot of young youth in the squad?
Yeah. No, there is a lot of youth in the squad. A lot of pace, power. Really, I think like the main thing is about getting promotion. They're really going for it this season. Like it's not going to happen straight away, but I think as over time we gel, I think it'll be a really strong squad.
You've played in a few different countries and grades now. How would you compare the standards to what you played in Ireland and England so far?
I think from what I've played in England, it's a lot quicker and more technical, but it's less physical, I think. But there's obviously, that's like any league, there's different, there's ups and downs and whatever, but now there's things I can take from this loan. I think it'll help me develop.
Did you ever pick up the phone to anybody, to Josh Cullen or anybody like that, about your experiences over there?
I haven't picked up the phone to Josh, but I spoke with someone at Palace about playing in Belgium, and they were all for it, and just the different culture, about being in a different country, away from the family, and how you'll grow as a person as well as a player.
That's
Thank you.
Yeah, sure then. Jake, did the Italy game give you as a squad an indication of the standards that are required if you go that next step and get to the final?
No, definitely. Yeah, Italy were a very strong squad. I don't think we were at our best that game. We didn't show our full potential in that game of how we can play. I think in these Israel games we can bring it together and we can show what we're actually about. Thank you.
Pass over from you guys. Alright, nice one. Thank you. Back in shortly.